Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of breathing and exchange of gases. We had discussed about the respiratory tract, and in this lecture we will discuss about the mechanism of breathing. So here is the mechanism of breathing. First of all, we have to know about what is the exact meaning of breathing. What is breathing? Breathing is nothing but it is a physical process in which inhale of oxygen and exhale of carbon dioxide is going to take place. It means it is the exchange of gases. Exchange of gases is called as breathing, in which inhale of O2 and exhale of CO2 is going to take place. This is the breathing process. It is a physical process. The process of breathing is generally completes in two steps, that is inhalation and exhalation. We will discuss both of these steps in detail. So the steps of breathing, steps are, first one is inhalation. This inhalation is also called as inspiration. Inhalation or inspiration. And secondly we have exhalation. This is exhalation and expiration. Yeah, it is also called as expiration. In case of human beings, inhalation is the active process. Active process means the use of energy is going to take place. Energy in the form of ATP. So it is an active process. Here the use of energy takes place as ATP, and exhalation is a passive process. Okay? So it is active process and it is a passive process. Okay? So these are the two steps in which the process of breathing has to be completed in human beings. Now, what are the special muscles responsible for the mechanism of breathing? The special type of muscles present in the human body or in human thoracic cavity, which are responsible for the maintaining pressure in the thoracic cavity. These muscles are, first important muscle is the muscles associated with breathing are, first one is diaphragm. It is a dome shaped muscle present below the chest cavity. We will draw the diagram. Next one is external intercostal muscles. External intercostal muscles. These muscles are basically present in between the ribs. We know that the lungs are surrounded by ribs. Now, rib cage is the protective cover of lungs. This rib cage is very much important in maintaining the pressure inside the chest cavity. Clear? So here we are going to discuss about both of these muscles and the process of inhalation and exhalation diagrammatically also. So here the first important process is inhalation. We are drawing the diagram of chest cavity. So here is the diagram. Suppose these are the lungs. This is the one, this is the chest cavity. Inside the chest cavity, lungs are there. Here is the position of diaphragm. This is the dome shaped diaphragm. Clear? It has its own curvature. That's why it is the dome shaped structure. So here it is diaphragm. This is the diaphragm. We have to know about what are the changes takes place in chest cavity during inhalation and exhalation. So here some type of muscles are present. These muscles are called as phrenic muscles. Okay? So these are phrenic or radial muscles. These muscles also plays a very important role in the mechanism of breathing. Here is the vertebral column. This is the vertebral column and this is the chest cavity. Below the diaphragm, abdominal cavity is there. Next, firstly the process of inhalation. What happened during inhalation? When we inhale the air, then what will happen? The diaphragm, this is the diaphragm, this is the curvature or the dome shaped structure present below the chest cavity. This is the diaphragm. During inhalation, what will happen in the position of diaphragm? The diaphragm moves downward and becomes flat. Why this becomes flat? Because the phrenic muscles contract. Due to the contraction of phrenic muscles, the diaphragm moves downward and it becomes flat. So during inhalation, what will happen? During inhalation, first step is diaphragm moves downwards and becomes flat. Why it becomes flat? Due to the contraction of phrenic muscles. Clear? So this is the one important thing. It becomes flat. Clear? So the position of diaphragm becomes like this. This is the position of diaphragm after inhalation. Here, when we inhale the air, then the diaphragm moves downwards and it becomes flat. What will happen after the flattening of diaphragm? The diaphragm flats and it will increases the area or the volume of chest cavity. Okay? So due to this, the volume of chest cavity increases. Same time, the intercostal muscles, where the intercostal muscles are present? The intercostal muscles are present in between the ribs. Suppose this is the rib, this is the one rib, this is the second rib, this is the third rib. And between these ribs, intercostal muscles are present. So here is the intercostal muscles. Here is intercostal muscles are there. 12 pairs of ribs are present in our chest cavity or in our rib cage. 12 pairs of ribs are there, and in between these 12 pairs of ribs, 11 pairs of external intercostal muscles are present. So here the external intercostal muscles are present. Now what will happen? Firstly, the diaphragm moves downwards and it becomes flat. At the same time, the intercostal muscles move upward and outward. Clear? So this will also increases the volume of chest cavity. Now these becomes outward and upward. So during inhalation, the change which takes place in the intercostal muscle, they moves upward and outward. Clear? So here the second change. The second change is going to take place in the external intercostal muscles. What happens? External intercostal muscles moves upward and outward. Clear? So it moves outward. Due to this, both of these things are going simultaneously. Clear? Firstly, the diaphragm moves downward and becomes flat, and the intercostal muscles moves upward and outward, due to which the volume of chest cavity increases. Clear? The chest cavity moves outward. diaphragm moves downward. Clear? So this will increase the volume of chest cavity. So what will happen after during these two steps? Volume of chest cavity increases. And when the volume of chest cavity increases, it will decreases the pressure. So here, volume of chest cavity increases and pressure decreases. Clear? So here I am writing pressure decreases. This pressure decreases approximately about it decreases approximately about -2 to 6 atmospheric pressure. Clear? So it will decreases 2 to 6 atmospheric pressure. Then what will happen? The pressure of atmosphere, it means the pressure of gases in the atmosphere is more than the pressure of gases inside the chest cavity. So what will happen? Due to these changes, the air rushes into the chest cavity. So after this, what will happen? Air moves into the chest cavity. It means what happened? This will called as inhalation. So what will happen during inhalation? During inhalation, diaphragm moves downward, becomes flat. Intercostal muscles moves upward and outward to increase the volume of chest cavity. This will increases the volume of chest cavity, and the air pressure becomes low inside the chest cavity than the atmospheric pressure. That's why the atmospheric gases rushes into the lungs or into the chest cavity. Here, and the process of inhalation gets completed. So I am explaining the inhalation with the red arrows. So these are the changes in chest cavity takes place during the process of inhalation. Now, what will happen during exhalation? Exhalation is just opposite to the inhalation. What will happen? During exhalation, the diaphragm again moves upward and comes into its original position. So it moves upward, and the intercostal muscles also move inward and downward. Here they moves inward and downward. So what will happen? The volume of chest cavity decreases. क्या होगा? The volume of chest cavity gets decreases, and this will increase the pressure of gas inside the chest cavity. So here, when the volume of chest cavity decreases, it will increases the air pressure inside the chest cavity, so that the air moves outwards from the chest cavity. Clear? So these are the changes takes place during the inhalation and exhalation. We are going to write the steps which takes place during exhalation. So here I am writing the steps shortly. Hopefully you had understand all these steps. So I am writing here the steps of the exhalation process. Clear? So during exhalation, what will happen? During exhalation, the phrenic muscles relax. Clear? So here, phrenic muscles relax, and this relaxation of phrenic muscles causes contraction of diaphragm. Clear? So this will causes contraction of diaphragm. It means diaphragm moves upward, comes into its original position. This will decreases volume of chest cavity. So the volume of chest cavity decreases and the pressure gets increases. So here the pressure of air increases, due to which air moves outwards, and this process does not require any expenditure of energy. That's why it is the passive process. So hopefully you had understand the mechanism of breathing, the mechanism of breathing, which is a stepwise process and completes in the 2 steps, that is inhalation and exhalation. Clear? This is all about for today, and in our next lecture we will discuss about the another things related to the respiration. Thank you.